Hi everyone and welcome to my review of Venom, There Be Carnage. The first part of this review is going to be having the non-spoiler element of the review, while the later one will be the spoiler. So in that respect, I'll be giving you a clear warning for those of you who haven't watched this movie yet. Please just stick to the first part of this video, and for those of you who have already watched it like me, you can just continue all the way till the end. And, for the non-spoiler part, the movie is well below my expectation because I was having a lot of high hopes that Carnage is going to be involved. The positive aspect of this movie is that like all other Marvel movies, the casting is amazing, even if the production is being carried out by Sony Pictures. But as surprising as it may seem, the movie didn't hit the mark when it came to Carnage, when it came to the story itself. And the movie was quite short. It seems it was like made in haste just to just to connect the Venom movie with the overall Spider-Verse, if you will. This is my non-spoiler thought about it, but the other thing is, like, what I had noticed, that people who haven't read comics, who haven't read Carnage story, or the previous Maximum Carnage, or even Absolute Carnage, they would be appreciating this movie. However, from my point of view, as someone who has been reading the Venom saga, the Carnage saga, it just fell way below the mark. The first part, even though it got a lot of negative publicity, I think was much better than this one. So this is the non-spoiler review. As I had said earlier, that the casting has been amazing, and to see Tom Hardy being Eddie Brock / Venom is something I really appreciated. Seeing Woody Harrelson being casted for Carnage, for Cletus Cassidy, is also amazing. But the worst part is that you bring on board a very ferocious villain, a very sadistic villain, somebody who is a step ahead of the Joker itself when it comes to insanity. Because if you compare the insanity between Carnage and Joker, there are some situations where Joker seems more sane than Carnage. And in the movie, we see that this was a story that was co-written by Tom Hardy, and I can't believe that he would come up with such a childish plot, if you will, a childish storyline whereby Carnage goes crazy because Eddie Brock / Venom doesn't want to be his friend, and he didn't tell his story in the newspaper when he gave him the exclusive interview. I mean, is this like, are we watching a movie for kindergarten kids or what? I mean, we're talking Carnage over here. This guy has no remorse. This guy takes pride in the fact that how mercilessly he has killed so many people, and how many families he has ruined, and there is not a single ounce of remorse in this character, even when he is in jail, and even when he is about to be executed. Next thing you know, this guy is like, trying to win over the audiences, that I'm not, it's the world that made me a bad guy. He doesn't care about this sort of thing. The Carnage I know is the craziest character ever created in the 90s, and a special thanks goes out to David Michelinie and Mark Bagley. Then you have the character Shriek, and then the worst part is that you introduce these characters and then you kill them off within this movie as well, meaning that all the hope that was there for a Spider-Man Maximum Carnage story is gone. I mean, give me a break. And at the same time, you want to do you want to link now Venom with Spider-Man, and we don't know if this is going to be done in the broader MCU as well. I was not expecting this, because I initially, when Venom the first part came out, I didn't watch it in the cinemas because of the negative publicity that surrounded it. But thanks to Netflix, I saw the movie and I found it to be much better than what the reviews were saying. But when it comes to Let There Be Carnage, I think the jury is out, and I'm saying this from a comic book reader's perspective. The only good part is the casting, the action, the CGI, but the relationship between Carnage and Venom is poorly executed, very poorly executed, something I wasn't expecting from the director Andy Serkis. The animosity is simply not there. Venom is a anti-hero. He doesn't think twice when he feels that if a character or a person needs to be killed because they are too dangerous to be left alone, he does it in the most aggravated way. And then at the same time you have his opposite, which is Carnage, as I said, that the most sadistic of villains that has come about. The relationship between him and Shriek, of course they are passionate for one another. They are like more of like Bonnie and Clyde kind of a duo. I mean, I couldn't just figure out what I was watching, frankly. I mean, it's you know, it's like, and my biggest worry now is that most of the movies that are going to be coming out from Marvel, they are not going to be marketed about the main story. They will be marketed their post-credit scenes. That's about it. Because Marvel's post-credit scenes are the ones that get people excited tremendously, and we have seen that in previous movies as well. The Eternals, I saw recently, they are, you know, pushing this line that Eternals is going to be having 2 post-credit scenes. So naturally, everybody is going to be going crazy that, okay, I need to check out Eternals because I don't want to miss that post-credit scene. When I come back to Venom, Let There Be Carnage, the only exciting part for me was the post-credit scene. And frankly, I wasn't much impressed because it was pretty much predictable where they were heading based on the leaks and based on the news and information that was coming in. So this is basically my thought. I'm sure a lot of you may not agree with me, but a lot of you will agree with me. Any of you have any questions about it? My verdict is that if you want to watch, just go and watch for the post-credit scene, or wait for the DVD version to come to be available. This wasn't something that I was expecting. I was thinking of it that it would unleash a new storyline, and it would prepare us for maximum carnage. Seeing Woody Harrelson / Cletus Cassidy / Carnage and Shriek, all of them being killed off, it's their introduction was very poorly executed, and the way they have been removed has been done so in a very stupid way, in my opinion. The post-credit scene is just about Venom coming across Spider-Man and getting interested about him, and there is this element about the blip which happened thanks to the Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. So it means that this is somehow gonna be, if not directly connected, but very much influenced by the events that take place in the broader MCU. So this has been the only exciting part for me. That is it. I mean, this is what I can think of. Thank you very much for joining in, and I hope to see you guys soon with another video concerning our favorite superheroes, whether from Marvel or DC. See you next time.